Hi everyone, this is part 3 of sentence here, which is called fragment. So we are going to see what fragments and how can we create fragments since it is a kind of sentence error. Before I'm going to start this lesson, let's say something about the previous lesson, which is comma splice. It's a second kind of sentence error, which is wrong use of comma or wrong placing of comma between that independent sentence. It makes the sentence wrong. So we can say that comma splice. So I explained in detail about how we create this kind of comma splice sentence. One is put a period between the two independent sentences. Second, put a coordinating conjunction between the two independent sentence and the comma is before the coordinating conjunction. The third one, put a semicolon between the two independent sentences. And the fourth one is put subordinating conjunction between the two independent sentences. These are the 4 ways of creating any comma splice sentence. So the third one is fragment. So before I'm coming to just give some examples, what is fragment means? Fragment means just an incomplete thought, and a sentence doesn't have complete meaning because it's a fragment broken off words, which is sometimes called fillers, an incomplete thought, incomplete meaning. So readers may not get anything from this fragment because the idea is incomplete totally. So we can say that fragment. So we start from the definition of fragment. So let me give some more examples of what fragment is or how fragment looks like. Fragment means fragment of idea. Fragment of ideas means no subject sometimes, no verb sometimes, no phrases sometimes, no adverbial clause sometimes, no predicate sometimes, no complement sometimes, no exemplifications support with the sentence. So these ideas are fragment. It means these ideas are fragments. Look here, question number 1. Because it was raining. Because it was raining. What do you get from this sentence? Because it was raining. This is dependent or subordinate because it doesn't stand by itself. If it doesn't stand by itself, we cannot get anything from this. We cannot, it doesn't convey a meaning here. So we can say that fragment here. Because it was raining because I was late. Why I was late? No reason is given here. So this is called fragment. If I just make this sentence to my friend, he cannot understand what I am saying to him or what I am saying to her because I am late. Why did I was late? No reason at all. All right. So this is a kind of what? Fragment. So here, after identifying this as a fragment, this fragment needs one main clause. The clause which go together with this kind of clause. Because it was raining. So what happened then? Yes, we postponed the game because it was raining here. We postponed the red highlighted here. We postponed the game because it was raining. Because it is raining is the dependent. We postponed the game is the main clause. So this dependent clause is such kind of independent clause. Because it was raining, I stayed at home. Because it was raining, I didn't enjoy outside. These are the complete meaning. So this is called the reason clause. Reason clause is given, but the main clause is absent. So this is called fragment. Second exam, after I finish the exam. So what in then? After, if I can write, if I speak, after I finish the exam, then what happened? So what is the result of this sentence? Can anyone can understand about this one? Can anyone interpret, give a response for this one? No response, no meaning, because after I finish the exam, which is dependent or subordinate clause, so we cannot get anything. So it is a kind of main clause, and then we can get a meaning here. After I finish the exam, to complete this sentence, we depend on this subordinate clause mean. So after I finish the exam, I'll go to a test, or I will go outside, or I will enjoy with my friends, I will watch TV, or I will listen music, or I will enjoy with my friend, or I will do something in my home. So these are the right expression to complete for this dependent. So here, this is an adverb clause. It needs a kind of independent clause. So this kind of clause is a fragment. The question number 3. As he arrived here, this is a sum, this is a written clause, or time here. As he arrives, then what happened? Can we get anything from this clause? No, nothing. It's incomplete. It's broken of words. It's a kind of fragment of ideas. So as he arrived here, yes, he meets them. So that is the main clause. So we can complete this fragment on this way. As he arrived here, we discussed the question. We dealt about the problems. We started to study with him. All these are examples of completing for this kinds of clause it mean. The fourth is such as drama, music, and songs. Look here, such as drama, music, and songs. Can we get anything from this? Is it possible to convey meaning here? Is it possible to understand someone when someone sees or listens for these example words? Impossible. They can't. She can't or he can't because it's a fragment, because no subject. Yes, such as drama, music, and songs. So these are examples. So to which sentence needs such kind of example? Nothing is written. So after identifying the problem here, the idea here, so we are going to just complete on this way. I like the games such as drama, music, and songs. These examples go with I like the game. What kind of game? The drama, music, and songs. So the right expression, the right meaningful sentence. I like the games such as, these are the examples for the first one. Games, they are kind of games, examples of games. So after identifying all these examples, I will start to design, to write for what examples are, to which sentence that these words can be examples here. So this is the right way. Question number 5. This the time to visit her. Yeah, what does it mean? This the time to visit her. What does the sentence refer here? This the time to visit her. This the time. So there's something missed. So something missed, then I can check it, then I'm going to find out and I'm going to just correct the sentence. Right, yeah. So there is no verb here. No verb. This is the time to visit her. Lack of verb, so I can insert is here. So this is complete sentence. Question number 6. Is here to visit the park? Yes. So this kind of sentence begins with a verb. That is it meaningful if a sentence begins with a kind of verb? No. Is it possible to start a sentence with such kind of structure? No. So this is a fragment. So it lacks a problem. What is that? Maybe subject is missed here. So he is here to visit the park. She is here to visit the park. It is here to visit the park. So this is meaningful. This 6 example shows about fragments. Fragments missed some part of the sentence, so it makes them fragment, which is a kind of sentence errors. Yeah. Questions on correcting fragments. He did. So he did what? He did what? It seems meaningful, but there is a problem. He did his homework, right? He did the housework. He did his homework yesterday. He did the housework in the morning, possible. The doctor and the nurse. This is compound subject. So no verb, no object, no other element it means. So this is also a kind of fragment. Because of the problem. So it begins with the reason clause, no main clause is written, so it's a kind of fragment. For instance, we use for irrigation, examples are given, but to which sentence that this example is needed? I don't know. No, nothing is written here. So we can just give a kind of sentence which is followed for these examples. The patient, then the patient what? The subject here. So the patient is what? With the patient, what does the patient do? This wrong. This is a fragment also. When he saw her, then what happened? What did he do when he saw her? This is also a fragment. That is really nice. Is it meaningful? Does it give meaning? No. So the plane lands on. Lands on what? When did the plane land on? Nothing is written. Nothing can complete for this sentence. All these are examples or questions of fragment. So try to just do by yourself and correct this sentence to make meaningful sentences. Practice and write this sentence is correctly, please. This is all about some of the questions, the exercises, some of the examples of what fragment look like. Fragment means on the whole, it is an incomplete thought. Incomplete, not complete, there is a problem it means. Fragment doesn't give complete meaning. This is also fragment. It may lack here a subject, or no verb, or no dependent clause, or no independent clause, or sometimes there is no conjunction, or there is no examples are not given, or there is no complement, or predicate, or phrases. All these sentences, or the absences of these words and phrases in a given sentence make the sentence fragment because they are not complete. The sentences are not complete. If they are not complete, they are called fragment. These are the causes of making a sentence fragment. So fragment is different from comma splice, and fragment is different from run of sentences. It means so fragment, which is an incomplete thought. This is the third types of sentence error. This is all about today's lesson. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, but don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. The next lesson is going to present about the fourth kind of sentence error, which is faulty parallelism. Till then, bye.